Hey everybody, this is Nate with a Backcountry Beer Review. Today I'm on top of Starvation Peak. It's a really cool kind of standalone butte with some scrambling required to get up to the top of it. I think it's technically in the Santa Fe National Forest, and it's kind of like between Santa Fe and Las Vegas, New Mexico. Really cool peak, very significant for the Santa Fe Trail. It was a very important marker for people traveling that route. Yeah, it was a beautiful summit. I really like it up here, even though it's not a very high or prominent peak. And yeah, can't ask for a better day than this. This is, of course, a Backcountry Beer Review. The beer I'm reviewing today is by Piedra Blanca Brewing. And if your white guy Spanish is as good as mine, you can probably tell it's in White Rock, New Mexico. And it is their Winter 2022 ale. Its bottle date is late December, like the 28th of 2022. So yeah, 2022, 2023. I believe it is a Belgian double. There's nothing really on the bottle, but there was a lot of information online. I think it's a Belgian double that was aged in gin casks from a micro distillery or craft distillery out of Vermont. It is brewed with spices. I want to say coriander, clove, and cinnamon. I will correct that if I'm wrong. But yeah, Piedra Blanca, if you've never heard of them, they are a small microbrewery, like I said, in White Rock. I mean, you literally have to text the guy and pick the beer up from his garage. It's, you know, the microbrewery thing is sort of like, you're not, you know, maybe it's like you don't have a tap room, it's just small batches. It's, I don't know, I think it's, nobody really uses the term micro or nobody uses the word microbrewery anymore. I don't know if I've been saying micro or nano, but so like the nano brewery moniker is maybe a little outdated, but I think it's a fun term and it pretty accurately describes what Piedra Blanca is. Their beer, I've had it once before, and then I bought some more growlers when I picked this up. It's really good. I mean, there's a reason why the guy is selling his beer. It tastes pretty darn good. And I always enjoy bringing home a growler from them. Anyway, excited to try this, open it up on camera and give you my notes. We are not going to drink it at the summit. Like I said, there's some scrambling required to get up here. Nothing too crazy, but you know, it says on the bottle, it's got the government warning that if you consume alcoholic beverages, it may cause health problems, and you know, falling from a cliff sounds like it could cause some health problems, so I will not imbibe at the summit. We will imbibe this at the base of the peak. Okay, time for a sip. Yeah, this is one unique beer. I mean, definitely for sure Belgian double, 100% buying that. I would even buy Belgian triple. Really picking up these like way overripe fermented banana notes, getting a hint of like clove in there. I'm picking up a tad bit of citrus, a little bit of like orange peel maybe on that note as well. It's a very warm beer. Like I get this like warm spice type flavor coming from, I assume, like the clove, the cinnamon, the cardamom, or whatever's in it. And it's not really to the point where I can pick out any of those individual flavors, but it's certainly like you just get that warming spices. It's very restrained, and I like that. What's really interesting about this beer, and I'm sure you're wondering about, is the gin barrel aging. Definitely you're getting that like gin barrel aging that, to me, it's like this almost slightly bitter, like botanical ethanol type taste in the finish. I mean, it is a 9 point, what is it, 9 point, it's just 9%. So it is a strong beer, but I don't think that booziness is necessarily coming from just the beer. I think that's coming from the gin barrel aging. And, you know, it's a very interesting flavor. It's very intense. It's not something I've picked up in beers before. Obviously, I'm not sure if I've ever had a gin barrel aged beer other than this. I'm almost happy. It's very restrained because, like, yeah, even like the leftover flavor of my mouth is very much that like ethanol, grain alcohol taste, which I assume is coming from the gin barrel. So it's unique, but I'm glad it didn't go overboard. As the beer profile kind of evolves towards the middle, before I get kind of that like boozy, oh yeah, it's really coming through now. Before I get that like boozy ethanol taste, I'm getting just like a nice warm chocolate. It's very pleasant. I mean, this beer, one thing it's really good at is its great mouthfeel. I mean, it's luscious, it's smooth, it's velvety, really like top notch when it comes to the carbonation, to the mouthfeel, really enjoyable. The finish, the finish I'm getting, like I said, at the very finish, like when all the beer is gone and I'm just getting like an aftertaste, that's kind of the like ethanol notes. The finish itself is more of that just like pleasant, I'm getting those like warming spices still. I'm getting those chocolate notes. I'm still getting the like general esteriness of the beer, which makes it, it's a nice finish apart from that aftertaste. I'm not trying to say like I don't like this beer because of the aftertaste. I just think any more on that gin note, and I think that this would be hard to drink. But it's, as it stands right now, it's balanced, tipping towards too much with that one note. But it's a really nice beer. I like all of Piedra Blanca's stuff, and this is another winner in my book. I'm sure that they probably still have it while you're watching this, so you can go get it. Pretend it's winter. It's actually pretty warm right now, so maybe not the best time to be drinking a winter beer, but it's actually, it's probably like, the beer's temperature is probably in the 60s or 50s, and it's really nice for the weather right now. It's actually pretty refreshing for a 9% Belgian triple. Anyway, I think that's it from me. Cheers and have a backcountry beer for me.